Who child? When I was sent this post, I knew I had to talk about it. It includes disheartening information, misinformation, and victim shaming. And you know I'm going to talk about it. Let's get into this post. Now, before I begin, I just want to show you the person. This person posted her picture in a group trying to get support that deals with fine hair locks. And people just be throwing around that word microloc, y'all. Microlocs, sister locks, etc. And so this is going to give you some context. She had them started with by someone with two strand twists. Okay, that's the context I want y'all to listen to this post about. I'm gonna go ahead and read some of it, but I'm gonna let you pause to read the rest, because it cuts off the front and it's a little lengthy. But I'll take my head out. So then, just in case you wanted to read the rest, the first part that's cut off is that she starts off by saying, "I'm so disappointed. Before I could come on here to show my locks and their transformation, they pretty much unraveled in less than a month. My install date was October 31st, 2024. October 31st, 2024. So it looks like she went on vacation 11/16, November 16th, 2 weeks later, and while in the water, a wave hit her, so she needed to get the salt water out of her hair. She said that was a bad idea. She rinsed her hair while it was braided and banded. So she's trying to indicate that she was doing what she was instructed to do. Let me pause throughout this. Braiding and banding is something the Sister Locks promoted and started talking about. A completely different method than starting with two-strand twist. Okay? My own personal views on braiding and banding is that it's not necessarily necessary, especially when your foundation is good. But it also should not be a problem per se if you do it correctly. Let's continue. She said her retie was supposed to be today. I'm assuming that she posted this around December 7th or 6th, okay? So her retie was supposed to be around the first week of December. Prior to her appointment, her loctician had asked her for a picture of her hair, and so she sent them in, and she asked me how often did I miss my hair. I told her 4 to 5 times a week, but mostly just ends and very lightly. And she said that instead of retie appointment, that it would now be scheduled for a repair appointment at $75 an hour, which I was willing to pay since my install costed me over $2,000. But after driving 2.5 hours to my appointment, I was told I needed a new install. She said she instructed me not to miss my hair every day. Yes, I had to pay for a new install. And I politely told her that I was leaving because I'm not paying another $2,000, and that it wasn't the misting because I only added very little water to my hair. She asked, "Are you sure that you don't want it done? Well, you know where to find me if you change your mind." I'm going to throw my phone so badly at this window, at this wall in front of me. I said I was going, I'm going to need to pause. I'm going to need to pause and explain what is infuriating me at this moment. Two-strand twist is not a professional method for installing Microlocs. Two-strand twist is not a professional method for installing Microlocs, especially when you're making those little tiny grades. Two-strand twist is not a professional method for installing Microlocs. So now that I have the people who may not agree with me off, it is not. Absolutely not. Then when you put a method that has the weakest pattern in it, then give advice. I don't even know what advice. I'm assuming she was told she could mist her hair. The woman says she misted her hair 4 to 5 times a week. The loctician told her to mist it, but now the misting is a problem. Her washing her hair should be a problem. No way should ever, ever, ever. I want y'all to hear me, so make myself bigger. And no way in God's green earth should you ever get a real professional Microloc installation and be told that you cannot wash your hair. You can be told that you have to wash it differently and that you have to follow the sound advice of a true professional. So yeah, maybe your wash routine needs to be done a little different. But for hygienic reasons, you need to be able to rinse your hair, at least at the very least, rinse it properly to cleanse your scalp. We are not promoting scalp issues. We're not promoting damaging skin, irritating issues because you can't cleanse your scalp like any other living being is able to cleanse their coats, their hair. Okay. She continues to say, on the bottom here, needless to say, my stomach has been in knots all day thinking about the money I spent and nothing to show for it, but also disappointed because she wouldn't even work with me. I understand it's a lot of work, but I can see if I was a transfer client, but I'm already invested as her client. This is just sad. What's your opinion on the matter? She didn't give you professional level services to begin with. Unfortunately, you did not know that. And so now we're handling a non-professional service. And it's just getting messy. Because there isn't any real advice besides it needing to be redone properly, not redone in the same twist. She goes on to show y'all pictures of her hair. So let's look at those pictures of her hair again. And then check out the response. So this is pictures of her hair. She goes, anyways, here are pictures of my install and what it looks like today. About 90% of my locks, interlock is what she calls them. Her hair is 2-strand twisted. It's not So if I can make the picture bigger. I can't make the picture bigger. I can make myself bigger. Y'all can snapshot and make it bigger. It's in the group. I blew it up, and it is a true 2-strand twist with interlock roots. It does not make it an interlock. It makes it a 2-strand twist with interlock roots. So anyway, she says 90% of her locks are gone. The last few pictures are the ones I sent here before I traveled here for what she said would be a repair appointment, which changed to a new install. A new install, y'all. I'm already upset, right? I read that. I was like, what in the world? The thing is, people are allowed to think that this is actually professional quality, that this is professional work, and that if you don't do some magical, mysterious, non-movement, non-living, but too very weak pattern for something teeny tiny, you just literally can't breathe the wrong way. Because if it comes out, you're penalized instead of the professional being penalized for putting something so poor in. You can argue all day. I don't care. This is not a professional level install. Well, now let's get to the comment that just was the icing on the cake. A comment below from the feedback in this group she was trying to get, this supportive group she was trying to get feedback from, says, yeah, your stylist did right. You knew to band, and she clearly told you not to wet hair daily, even miss. So you need to be held accountable. That's a lot of work she put into doing your hair. You didn't respect your investment by the way you cared for your hair. Let me practice my woosah. That's why I blacked the name out. This is not. This is crazy. Her investment, unfortunately, was not invested properly. She got the poorest foundation method ever. It's not even the original standards of Microlocs. Again, you can check out. Hold on. You can learn about the original standards in the Microloc standards book that I wrote on the Microloc standards that I created almost 16 years ago. Back to this. When a professional doesn't give you a professional installation, and so they're not really a professional. They're giving you 2-strand twist with an interlock. You learn an interlock rotation off of YouTube. You're doing a 2-strand twist. Tell me how that is different and how that's supposed to be viable on a smaller scale, which needs a much different approach than traditional locks. And if you knew that, if you can't make the connection that that's not a proper install method, why were you interlocking the root? Why didn't you just palm roll the root? Because you know that you are interlocking the root. Either people are doing it because other people are doing it, or some connection to that actually being what keeps the hair in. So when you get to different textures throughout even one strand of hair, so the ends can be looser than the root can be tighter, all different textures throughout, and that is the problem. I want to help this young woman, so please reach out to me or connect me with her, please, y'all.